Hey guys, sorry about that. I actually did not realize that I was going to wind up taking up more time on my first video, so there's actually been quite a bit of a time lapse between the first one and the second one, quite a couple of hours, because I ended up getting the other one all set to go. So I was getting ready to do my honorable mentions on the iPod, so now that I know that the camera's not going to shut off, I can go through and I can do this. So, where I was at before, as far as honorable mentions, the first one would be Lamb of God, Ashes of the Wake. Now, when I had first heard Lamb of God, a friend of mine had made a kind of a mixed CD that had some different stuff, such as like Devil Driver and Lamb of God and Shadows Fall. I think it had some Kill Switch on there, a few other bands. And I remember specifically because I had asked him, about Lamb of God. I'd never really listened to them, so I was really curious as to hear them because everybody in my town had been really hyping them. I shouldn't say everybody, but people that were, into metal. So, he put a couple of songs from As the Palaces Burn on there. And I mean, they weren't without their charm at first. I was just kind of like, I don't really, it's not my cup of tea. Later, when it was like quite a few months later that Ashes of the Wake came out, and I gave that a listen, and I was absolutely blown away. So I was actually able to go back later on and listen to As the Palaces Burn and New American Gospel and really garner a new respect and a new appreciation for it. I think that Mark Martin is an absolutely just an insanely killer guitar player. He writes some awesome riffs, and Chris Adler is just I probably would have to rank him, Mike Portnoy, and Richard Christie at the top of the list as far as metal drummers go. I don't think they get much better than that. So, yeah, that was my experience with Lamb of God. I haven't really listened to any of their newer stuff. I've heard a few songs here and there. Sacrament was really the last album that I bought. But I don't think... I think when it comes to, I guess, the pinnacle of their sound and just like the all-out most amazing songwriting, I do think that it goes down to Ashes of the Wake. Another one that is, I think, a really awesome album is Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. I know that there's been the debate between that and Cowboys from Hell. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, Cowboys from Hell was a lot more power metal. That was really before Phil Anselmo decided that he was going to start, with the full-on growl. But I think the songwriting is amazing. I actually have it on tape, so I do still own the physical copy of it, but, I mean, who listens to tapes anymore? I think that's... As far as Pantera goes, that one is my absolute favorite. That's always been my go-to. I remember when I got that, I listened to it nonstop. I was really enamored with Dimebag and how he played. Another one that I do not have the album for, but I do have as a download, is Creator, Hordes of Chaos. Creator is absolutely phenomenal. I have actually 6 of their albums on here. I have Endless Pain, Extreme Aggression, Hordes of Chaos, Phantom Antichrist, and Pleasure to Kill, Flag of Hate. And my friend Jason had put it best when he had said that Creator is Slayer with a brain. Now, I know that there are a lot of Slayer fans out there that are probably going to be really pissed that I said that, but the fact of the matter is, when you really boil it down tit for tat, you can always pick a Slayer song out because it's got a cool intro and then it's just real fast. It gets very boring. Mili Petroza and the rest of Creator craft songs, and that is really what separates them. I'm not a big Slayer fan. I don't think that Slayer sucks. I think that Slayer can be put in the same category as AC/DC, as they've managed to make a career of making the same album over and over and over again, which they found their niche and it works. I'm not a big fan. There are certain Slayer songs that I do like. I think they are pretty good. But as far as being a Slayer fan, and the cat wants to say hi. Go on, Mo, off the table. As far as being a Slayer fan, I'm not. I can't go that far. Let's see here. As far as other albums go, I have a ton of this on here, but one of the ones that I think is really killer, new album, Overkill's White Devil Armory. I know with the amount of Overkill albums you have to choose from, how do you really pick? I have all of them on there. I should make a disclaimer on this. I've been listening to Overkill. I've been into Overkill for probably the better part of like 13 years, 14 years. But I never, other than the Years of Decay, I haven't bought any of their other albums. I've listened to all of the other ones via my best friend Larry. Overkill is his absolute favorite band. So it's not that I haven't heard them. I just don't know them by heart. I know certain songs. Horoscope, for example, is one. I remember my buddy Larry playing that like nonstop. Oh, excuse me. I just ate a little while ago. It was what I was doing while I was uploading one video. But so I'm not trying to be an Overkill poser. I've seen Overkill twice. I think they put on a hell of a show. I was actually at the Wrecking Everything live from Asbury Park recording. That was an awesome show. But Overkill's one of those I'm going through because Larry gave me all of their entire catalog, and I've got all of it into my iPod, so I've been going through and listening to everything. I mean, as far as older albums go, oh man, Taking Over and Field of Fire are killer. I've been listening to those a lot. That and actually Electric Age, which I know Electric Age was their last album, but still just killer album. Let's see here. What else do I have that I would have to put in here? Ooh, this one's a good one right here. Shadows Fall, The Art of Balance. When I first heard The Art of Balance, the actual full-on album, I was absolutely enamored with Jonathan Denius' playing style. There's a lot of people that don't get into Shadows Fall. They don't really care for Brian Fair's voice. I like it. I think that it fits really well with what they write, and I understand they've kind of gotten into that little bit of a pattern where there is a lot of their stuff that sounds alike, but I mean, still, just an absolutely killer band. One of those bands that I wanted to see live, but I have not had the chance. And I honestly think that is it as far as the albums go that... let me give this another quick look. Here's actually a really good one you might want to check out if you get a chance. Vindicator. Really great thrash metal band. Don't know a whole lot about them. My buddy Larry had given me that album, and I've been listening to it. It's quite good, actually. Very thrashy. First song sounds like it was kind of sung by Mustaine, but yeah, I guess... with all that being said, like I had said before, if there's anything that you would have liked to have seen on my list as far as, maybe what's your favorite stuff, I'd love to hear it. I'm open to comments. Like I said, this is a list of stuff that's by no means the best of. All it is stuff that's my favorite. So, in the immortal words of Finn Gamer, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and I want to give a quick shout out to my boy on Miiverse and on PlayStation Network, Andy Rue. Brother, what's going on, man? I told you I'd make up for it. So, I'll catch you guys later.